if you please. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Sophie. She lived in a cozy home with her loving family. However, Sophie had a habit of forgetting her manners. Her mother always reminded her to say please and thank you, but Sophie often got annoyed and rolled her eyes. One day, after a long day of school, Sophie went to bed feeling exhausted. She was woken up by a loud banging on her front door. She opened it and a man from a strange land stood there. He was impolite, pushed past her and started to talk loudly in her home. Sophie was confused and scared. She tried to understand what was happening. The man explained that he was from a land where manners and politeness were non-existent and that he needed her help to change that. Sophie was taken aback. She couldn't believe that such a place existed. The man showed her around her own neighborhood, and she noticed that people were pushing and shoving, talking loudly, and not saying please or thank you. She realized that this impolite land was slowly taking over her own. She knew that if she wanted to stop it from spreading, she had to start by being polite herself and to be an example for others. Sophie began to smile and say please and thank you to everyone she met. She helped people carry their groceries and held the door open for them. Slowly, people began to notice her kindness. They started to return her smile and say please and thank you back. Sophie's kindness spread like wildfire. Soon, the entire land was filled with polite and kind people. The streets were no longer filled with shoving and loud talking, but with friendly greetings and helpful gestures. Sophie finally found a way back home, but it was not her real home. She found a kind old woman who told her you can't change the world by yourself, but you can change it one person at a time. Sophie realized that the dream was a reflection of her own reality and how her actions can affect people around her. Sophie woke up from her dream and decided to change her attitude towards manners and politeness. She apologized to her mother for her previous behavior and promised to always remember her manners from that day on. Sophie's mother was happy to see her daughter's change of attitude, and the two of them hugged each other tightly. Sophie knew that she could make a difference in the world, even if it was just one small step at a time.